I'm thinking of maybe not doing a memorial service for your dad's first anniversary after all.
Why would you say that all of a sudden, Mom?
I just feel like it's too much for me to arrange all by myself.
Why would you be having to do it all by yourself? I would be helping you, of course. I don't want to hear anything else about not holding a memorial service when you've been talking about how nice it would be for so long.
I know, but it will be harder for us to coordinate now you're married and living away from home. And maybe your in-laws will get upset that you're giving so much importance to our side of the family.
That's crazy. Of course they'd understand that I want to hold a memorial service for my dad. Seriously, Mom, what century do you think we're living in? A woman doesn't become property of her husband's family upon marriage anymore, you know? I talked about this with Mike before we got married, and he said that if we held a memorial service for Dad, he would love to come along and pay his respects as well.
Well, if you're sure.
I'm sure, okay? There's no way we can let Dad's first anniversary go past without doing anything. I'm going to make sure we have a lovely service. We can include all his favorite hymns, and we can even ask the pastor if we can use the screens in the church to put on a little slideshow of memories. Wouldn't that be lovely?
I could do all of that by myself, you know.
Mom, you just said that you thought it would be too much to organize all by yourself. It's emotionally taxing more than anything else, so it will be nice to have each other for support.
Oh, I'm sure your dad really won't mind if we don't make a big fuss about it. He's up there looking down on us, so he knows how busy you are these days.
Mom, stop making excuses and just let me help you do this.
Okay. There's no need to raise your voice. We'll organize it together then. I'll call your aunt and ask her to help us too. I'm sure she has lots of nice old photos of your dad from when they were growing up that we can use in the slideshow. Since tomorrow is Sunday, we can talk to the pastor about it in person at church when the service is over.
That sounds like a great idea. We can also ask him if we can rent out the church hall after the service so that we can have a bite to eat whilst reminiscing about Dad. It will be kind of like a second wake. I think that will be quite nice. We can call all his close family and friends to invite them, even the ones out of state if they're interested. And we can also ask the pastor to put a notice about it in the church newsletter. I'll even ask my in-laws if they would like to come. I know they didn't know Dad very well, but they still met him once or twice before he got sick. It will be a nice way to bring both of our families a little closer together as well, I think.
That would be nice. In his last days, he said one of the things he was the saddest about was not being able to get to know Mike better. I'm sure Mike would have been like the son he never had if they had gotten closer.
Be honest, Mom. You love Mike more than you love me, don't you?
Well, I just think it's nice to finally know what it's like to have a son, you know? He's always so lovely to me. And it's so nice to see how attentive he is to his own mom.
Don't forget that I'm the reason he came into your life, okay?
Yeah, sure. I'm eternally grateful.
By the way, Mom, you better be going to see the doctor regularly about your back problems. If you haven't been going, I'll have to make sure to take you myself. Anyway, I'll see you at church tomorrow to talk to the pastor about everything. My lunch break is almost over, so I better get going now.
Okay, sweetheart. Have a good day at work.
Oh, I'm sure I will. Make sure you get some rest this afternoon. You don't want to do further damage to your back before the service now, do you?
I will be careful. Don't worry. Honey, there's something I've been meaning to tell you.
Oh, you will be coming to my dad's memorial service, won't you? I told my mom that you promised me that you would come, and she was so happy.
Oh, you did? By the way...
You know, my mom was actually thinking of not doing a memorial service at all. She was worried that I'd be too busy to help her out, and she also got this weird notion into her head that your parents would be upset about it. Well, I quickly dismissed her for even thinking that, because there's no way her parents wouldn't want me to go to my own dad's first anniversary memorial service, would they? I told her that I would definitely help her arrange it no matter what. And we went and talked to the pastor about it after church on Sunday, and we were able to get everything sorted.
Honey...
You know that my mom has been having problems with her back recently, right? I didn't like the idea of her running around trying to organize things herself, making the food to have in the church hall afterwards and sorting out the flower arrangements. I'm glad that the two of us are able to do this together. I feel like it's a nice way for us to help each other with the grief of losing Dad. Even though a year has passed already, it still feels like yesterday that we lost him. Anyway, I'm sure you'll be willing to help with a few things on the day, right? We'll be doing a slideshow of photos of my dad over the years, but I'm not too sure how to set it up on the church screens. And you're way more tech-savvy than me, so I was hoping you'd be able to help me out with that.
Please, can you stop talking for 5 seconds and let me speak?
Why are you yelling at me all of a sudden?
It's because I kept trying to say something and you kept cutting me off. You wouldn't let me get a word in edgeways.
Well, go on then. Spit it out then. What did you want to say?
I don't think I'll be able to go to your dad's memorial service after all.
But you promised me that you would.
It just kind of slipped my mind because I've been so busy recently.
Well, why can't you come all of a sudden? What's so important that you're willing to break a promise over it?
Well, it's just...
Stop beating around the bush and just say it already. If it's because you have plans with your friends, I don't even want to hear it. Because if you think that's more important than being there for me at my dad's memorial service, then you have your priorities seriously wrong.
It's my mom's birthday that day.
No, it isn't. Your mom's birthday is the week before that. I know because I've got her present prepared already.
Yeah, I know that her actual birthday is the week before that, but she's throwing a huge birthday party for herself, and because her birthday is on a weekday this year, she decided to do it the weekend after her birthday so that family and friends who work are able to come. Apparently, she wants to make a really big deal out of her birthday this year for some reason. So I guess you won't be able to go to your dad's memorial service either.
Why would I miss my dad's memorial service for your mom's birthday party?
Well, since we're married now, you've become part of the family. She's come to see you as her own daughter, and she would really love for you to be there. She's invited a bunch of extended family and wants to show you off to them as the newest addition to the family. Since we had quite a small wedding, a lot of them will be meeting you for the first time.
So I'm guessing you told her that I would definitely be coming without running it past me first? Why on earth would you think that I would be willing to miss my dad's memorial service for a party? It's the first anniversary of his passing, and my mom and I really wanted to do something special. It's not like this is the first time we're talking about this either. So it makes me really upset that you would tell your mom that I'm coming to her party when you knew how much holding this memorial service meant to me. Why can't your mom just have her birthday party on her actual birthday anyway? Or if she wants to do it at the weekend and she so desperately wants me to be there, she could easily have organized it for the weekend before. It's obviously not that important to her that I be there, because she would have asked me directly about it instead of just going through you if that were the case. She can't just assume that people don't have plans or that they'll drop things for her just like that. I was under the impression this whole time that we were going to be doing something quiet on the evening of her actual birthday. And why didn't you tell her that it was the anniversary of my dad's passing that day when she first brought up the party to you anyway?
Well, she was in such a good mood and she was all excited about the party, so I didn't think it was appropriate to bring it up. Of course, if it was just up to me, then I would love to let you go to the memorial service. But my mom specifically said that she wanted you to be at the party. And you know that I struggle to say no to my mom at the best of times.
Did you not spare a thought for my mom in that situation? Did you think about how awful it would be for her to have to spend the first anniversary of her husband's passing without my support? I'm sure that your mom's party will go smoothly without me if she's invited so many people. But if I'm not at the memorial service, I'm worried that my mom isn't going to be able to cope. Did that promise you made to me really mean nothing to you? You know the promises mean a lot to me, and I really don't like it when people take them lightly. You told me that you would come to my dad's first anniversary memorial service and be there for me no matter what. How come you suddenly completely changed your tune? How can you be so selfish? It's almost as if you've become a different person since we got married, you know.
You're saying that I'm being selfish? Well, from where I'm standing, you're the selfish one. Don't you know that women should prioritize their in-laws after they get married?
What kind of ridiculous, archaic view is that? Did you always think this way and you were just hiding it whilst we were dating so that you could get me to marry you? Did you make that promise about definitely being there for my dad's memorial service knowing full well that you weren't going to keep it?
Well, I made lots of concessions for you whilst we were dating, and I think that you should make some for me now that we're married. They call it marrying into a family for a reason. A wife leaves her old family behind and becomes part of her husband's family upon marriage. Don't tell me you're so naive that you thought you were some kind of exception to that rule. Give me a break.
So you really are admitting that you always had these crazy, backwards, hyper-conservative views, and you pretended to be my ideal man whilst we were dating in order to trap me into a marriage and force me to conform to your messed-up worldview?
You should know that marriage and dating are two completely different things. Surely you didn't expect things to be just the same as they were when we were dating. When a woman marries a man, she marries his family as well, and making them happy becomes one of her priorities.
I can't believe this. I had no idea you thought this way. Well, I'm not going to your mom's birthday party, and that's final.
You're not in a position to decide whether you go or don't go. You're going, whether you like it or not.
I don't think so. I will be going to my dad's memorial service that day, and organizing it is going to be my priority between now and then. I will have no part in your mom's birthday party, so you can go and worry about that by yourself. You take care of your family, and I'll take care of mine.
Are you really going to be like this? Do you think my mom is going to let you off the hook for disrespecting her like this?
Do you think that I'm going to let you off the hook for disappointing my mom? My mom has loved you like a real son ever since we started dating. She thinks the world of you.
Do you think my mom doesn't think the same of you? She's not as good as expressing her emotions as your mom is, but she really loves you a lot, you know.
Well, how would I know that when she doesn't show it? Anyway, whatever you say or do, nothing is going to change my mind about going to my dad's memorial service instead of your mom's party.
If you're really going to insist on acting like a stubborn child, then I guess you can just do whatever you want. We'll do as you say then. You take care of your family and I'll take care of mine. Hey, Mike told you, right?
About what?
About my birthday party.
Yes, he told me about it yesterday.
Why do you sound so deflated? I thought you'd be a little more excited for me. It's my first birthday since you and Mike got married, and I'm expecting to see you there.
I guess Mike didn't tell you.
What didn't he tell me?
That I'm not going to be able to come to your birthday party.
What are you saying?
The day of your party is the 1-year anniversary of my dad's passing. My mom and I have organized a memorial service, and I will be attending that instead of your birthday party. You have to understand that I would like to be there for my mom.
You're having a memorial service for your dad? On the day of my birthday party?
Yes, I am.
Well, that's ridiculous. You can't miss my birthday party for a depressing old memorial service.
Well, of course I can. It wouldn't be right to not attend my own dad's memorial service, especially as I'm the one who has organized most of it.
Well, I won't have my daughter-in-law prioritizing a dead person over me when it's my birthday. What on earth is the point in holding a memorial service anyway? How is the dead person going to appreciate it when they're dead? I'm alive and kicking. Surely you should want to celebrate another year of my life over feeling sad because someone has been dead for a year. How can a dead person appreciate the efforts you're going to for them when they're already nothing but a pile of ashes? You should just move on and focus on making the people who are still alive happy instead.
Excuse me? I really don't appreciate the lack of respect you're showing for my late father right now.
Well, it's true, isn't it? A pile of dust and bones isn't going to thank you for holding a service for it. And besides, since you married into our family, you should be prioritizing your in-laws over your birth parents. That's a woman's duty as a wife and a daughter-in-law.
Now I see where Mike gets his crazy conservative mindset from. So what exactly does this woman's duty that you speak of involve? Becoming a good little housewife for your son and basically becoming your slave? Forgetting any obligations to the family that raised me and instead spending my days pandering to you, who has never really done anything for me?
Well, yes. As a daughter-in-law, it's your responsibility to make sure that I'm well looked after. I will not tolerate your unacceptable behavior, so if you really do insist on going to your dad's memorial service instead of my birthday party, I will have no choice but to make sure you divorce my son.
Excuse me?
My birthday has always been a big deal in my family, and we always use it as a reason to get the whole family together. Nobody ever misses it. It's your first year as an official part of the family, and you already want to mess with one of our traditions. This really does not bode well.
Well, I wasn't aware of any of this because you never told me. And even if you had told me, I would still have politely declined your invitation in order to go to my dad's memorial service. I don't know why I have to be made to feel like such a terrible person for just wanting to pay my respects to a deceased parent. I think it's very strange that you're getting this upset over this.
I see you haven't quite figured out just how powerful of a matriarch I am. Go ahead, do whatever you want. But be warned that there will be consequences for going against me.
Well, now I have your permission to go, don't I? You clearly just said,
go ahead, do whatever you want.
So I will. I will be going to my dad's memorial service, and I will not be at your birthday party. Is there anything else you wanted to say to me?
I can't believe how rude you're being right now.
And I also don't appreciate you calling me at a time you knew I would be at work. Now you've wasted my working hours, I'm probably going to have to do overtime and leave your son floundering helplessly by himself at home. He can't cook for himself thanks to you making him feel like he never had to. So now he's probably going to be home all alone this evening, starving.
You insolent girl! Didn't anyone ever teach you how to respect your elders? I'm hanging up. I've also wasted my precious time talking to you, so I'm not going to bother trying to talk to you again.
Oh, that would be amazing! Thank you. I really don't want to hear from you again. Make sure you remember that you gave me permission to go to my dad's memorial service, so don't get all upset when I don't show up at your birthday party. And I guarantee you that you're going to regret demanding that I divorce your son. I'm going to make you eat your words.
Oh, hi there, Jean. May I ask why you're calling? I was just going to let it go, but I've been seething with anger all day long, and I feel like I just had to say something to you. Are you free to talk right now? Yes, I suppose. Has my daughter done something to offend you? Yes, she has, actually. I am feeling very offended right now. I'm sure it must have been some kind of misunderstanding. My daughter isn't the type to pick fights and cause problems. Well, I'm sure you see her through rose-tinted glasses, being her mother. But I've seen her for what she really is. I couldn't have asked for a worse daughter-in-law. I really couldn't. Jean, please, calm down. Could you please just let me know what my daughter has done to make you so upset? Did she tell you that I would be going to your late husband's memorial service on the first anniversary of his death? Well, yes. Well, that day happens to be the day of my birthday party, and she insists on going to her dad's memorial service instead of my party. I've already invited my entire extended family, telling them that they'll get the chance to meet Mike's lovely new wife. I think it's disgraceful of her to prioritize a memorial service over her mother-in-law's birthday party. I had no idea that you were having a birthday party that day. Laura never said anything to me. She took the exact same tone with me when I spoke with her on the phone earlier. The apple really doesn't fall far from the tree, huh? Neither of you have any respect for what a big deal my birthday party is. Anyway, I have no intention of letting her go to her dad's memorial service instead of my birthday party, so I just wanted to let you know in advance so you won't be too disappointed when she doesn't show up on the day. I'm sure you understand that her duty as a daughter-in-law is to make her in-laws happy first and foremost. And besides, I told her this on the phone earlier, and she got very upset with me, but I'm sure you'll be more understanding. There's no point in wasting our energy on putting a lot of effort in for a dead person, is there? It's much better to make sure we celebrate the lives of the people that are still with us. It's not like holding a memorial service is going to bring your late husband back to life or anything, is it? I really think the way you're talking is a little inappropriate here, Jean. I'm sure Laura regrets not being a better daughter to her dad whilst he was still around. But there's nothing she can do about that now, so she might as well just forget about the memorial service and come to my party instead. She shouldn't be wasting her time going to such a great effort for someone she's never going to see again. And instead she should put more effort into pleasing me, who she has to see frequently. I'm sure you can see the logic behind what I'm saying. Can't you, Colleen? If Laura behaves and does as I say, life will be much easier, both for her and for you. Are you threatening me right now? Threatening you? Of course not! I would never do such a thing. I'm just stating facts. If you decide to back your daughter against me, I know just how to make her life a misery. So how about you tell her to give up on this silly notion of going to her dad's memorial service and make sure she comes to my birthday party instead? Well, after listening to the outrageous things that just came out of your mouth, I will do no such thing. Excuse me. And anyway, aren't you a little bit old to be making a big deal out of having a birthday party? I'm sure all of your family think it's a huge nuisance having to drag themselves out for your birthday every year when they have their own lives to worry about. Are you not embarrassed? You're acting like a spoilt child who thinks the world revolves around them. I wouldn't necessarily be upset about Laura missing my late husband's memorial service if she had a good reason, but your attitude with me today has made it very clear that you do not deserve for her to be going out of her way to make you happy. You have no regard for anyone but yourself, and your lack of respect for the dead is quite frankly despicable. I'd appreciate it if you didn't speak to me like this again. Also, what is so wrong with me wanting my daughter to be with me for my husband's first anniversary memorial service? She practically planned the whole thing herself. I really don't see why I need to be made out to be a villain for wanting my daughter by my side whilst we celebrate the life of her late father. How can you not see that there are many problems with her going to the memorial service on that day? Did you not listen to anything I just said to you? It looks like the two of you have been conspiring against me. And why would my family think that spending time with me would be a nuisance? You don't know anything about my relationship with my family. And what do you know about me and my daughter and our relationship with her late father? If you can go shooting your mouth off without knowing the half of what you're talking about, then so can I. And besides, Laura and I had decided to hold this memorial service long before she knew about your birthday party. Regardless of any kind of duty you think she has towards you, shouldn't she still honor the commitment she made first? If you've been as rude to my daughter as you have been to me today, then I'm not going to stand by and let that happen. And what do you mean by that? Is that a threat? Well, you threatened me earlier, so am I not allowed to threaten you back? You and Laura really are two peas in a pod. You share all the same negative attributes. You're both toxic. I wonder if it would be better if she took a little more after her dead dad. Excuse me. There's no need to yell. My ears are going to start bleeding in a second. Anyway, as I said before, no matter what, Laura will not be attending your husband's memorial service. Jean. Jean! Did she just hang up on me? I can't believe that people like her really exist in this world. Wait, are you seriously here alone? Where's Laura? About that. Don't tell me she really did go to her dad's memorial service. I even went as far as to call her mom to make sure she wouldn't disobey me. Did she seriously still choose the memorial service over my party after all that? Why did you need to go as far as calling Colleen Mom? You've gone and messed everything up for me. Wait, what are you talking about? Mom, has something happened between you and Laura? Don't tell me you're causing trouble on Mom's birthday again, Mike. Erica, you don't know the half of it. Laura is divorcing me, and it's all because of Mom. Wait, what did you just say? Laura is divorcing you over this? Why on earth would she go as far as to divorce you just because I told her not to go to a memorial service? What is going on here? What have you two gone and done this time? Laura is threatening me with divorce, just like Mom threatened Colleen, Laura's mom, over the phone a few weeks ago. Don't go around acting like Laura is just divorcing me over us telling her not to go to the memorial service, because it's way more than that. It's because of you and your inability to know when you've crossed a line. Well, I feel like saying I threatened her is quite the overstatement. Mom, why are you still like this? You promised to be less interfering in our lives when Mike got married. How can you say that and go around treating Laura and her mom so awfully? Are you even my daughter? You should be on my side in this situation. And as for you, Mike, you should have stopped Laura from going to that memorial service. You should have done everything you could to get her here, even if you had to drag her kicking and screaming. Well, what was I supposed to do when she's serious about threatening to divorce me? I really don't want to get divorced, Mom. Mom, why don't you just apologize to Laura and we can put this whole thing to bed? Obviously, she was going to choose to go to her dad's memorial service over your birthday party. Why on earth did you alienate her by trying to force her not to go? Nobody in their right mind would be on your side in this situation. What on earth is wrong with you? Do you really still have these backwards ideas about a daughter-in-law's duty? If so, then I really am disappointed in you, Mom. How would you feel if my mother-in-law was treating me the way you've been treating Laura? How would you feel if she told me to have nothing to do with you anymore because I have a greater duty to the family I married into? You'd be mad, wouldn't you? So what do you think gives you the right to treat someone else's daughter in a way that you would never want your own daughter to be treated? And now you're going to make your only son a divorcee when it hasn't even been a year since he got married. Are you pleased with yourself? Will you pipe down? Nobody asked for your input. And Mike, what are you doing still standing there like an idiot? Go and call Laura right now and tell her to come here this instant. I really can't believe the audacity of that girl and her shameless mother. You need to make sure she knows her place. I don't want to see my son having to constantly be running around after his wife. It's very unbecoming for a man. Don't you even think about calling Laura, Mike. Mom, does it really matter that much if she's not here this year? The other guests will be arriving soon, and you don't want to be in a bad mood when you greet them, do you now? I think the right thing to do is just let Laura go to her dad's memorial service. Are you kidding me? How can you say that when you can see how mad I am right now? I'm too scared to call her. I'm worried that if I do, that will be the nail in the coffin and we really will be getting divorced. I really don't want to get divorced. Where's your pride as a man? You need to be authoritative and make sure she won't take no for an answer. Call her right now and make sure she comes immediately. If you don't, then you leave me no choice but to call her Mom. Are you really going to be this cruel, Mom? Are you really going to try and force Laura to come here and celebrate with you when she's probably going through a really hard time today? Well, it's my birthday party. Today should be all about me, and I don't appreciate the fact that Laura doesn't seem to know that. Mom, please. The world doesn't revolve around you, you know. Apparently having me run around after you isn't enough, and you need to make sure Laura does the same. God forbid that the people around you have lives of their own. If you go ahead and call Laura and ask her to come here, I'm going to completely cut ties with you, Mom. I've had it up to here with your ridiculous entitled behavior. You wanted to have both of us at your beck and call? Well, I wonder how it will feel if you have neither of us. Have you lost your mind? Would you seriously cut ties with your own mother over your brother's wife who you barely have anything to do with? You're just like your father, you are. Infuriating. Fine, cut me off. Did you think I'd be upset about it? I don't need you. I have my wonderful baby boy right here. So why would I want a daughter who never takes my side when I need her to? Being around you just stresses me out anyway, so I'm better off without you. I always hoped you might change, Mom, but you're still the same as ever. They say that a parent should never put themselves above their children, but I don't see why I should do that. The way I see it is that you should be putting me above yourselves. I'm the most important person here, and things should go the way I want them to. If that's really the way you think, that's fine. Carry on thinking that way. But don't involve me in your twisted worldview. Don't even think about trying to contact me again. And I'm going to stop sending you money each month as well, so make sure you're prepared for that. I can't believe any daughter would treat her own mother like this. This is why they say that daughters are useless and it's better to have sons. My son is all I need, so hurry up and get out of here. Mom, I really can't bring myself to call her. Just call her, and if she makes a fuss, You be the one to divorce her! I never liked her in the first place. I can't do that, Mom. If I divorce her, I'll be the one losing out. What are you talking about? This is why you shouldn't say things with so much confidence when you don't know the full story. I guess you don't know how much Laura got as inheritance from her dad. It's enough for us all to live comfortably for the rest of our lives. Wait, what? I never knew anything about this. I didn't either because she kept it under wraps. I only found out because she told me when she was drunk one day. I don't think she remembers telling me, so I didn't want to tell you because I knew you'd make a big deal out of it and make her uncomfortable. Now you've ruined our chances of claiming that inheritance by alienating her. If this is true, then I really have made a huge mistake. So you'd better go and apologize to Laura right now. And make sure you go out of your way to treat her better from now on. Oh no. What have I done? What should I do now? How do I fix this? Why didn't you tell me about this before? If I had known, I never would have said those things that I said to Colleen that day. You should have known not to behave like that in the first place, especially when you promised to not be interfering after I got married. Anyway, let's wait until the memorial service is over and then we can go and talk to Laura together. Hi, Laura. How is the memorial service?
What are you doing here?
Honey, my mom has come to see you because she has something important to say to you.
Well, whatever it is, say it quickly and then leave me in peace. I really don't feel like being bothered today.
I'm really sorry about the way I treated you all this time. Here, I bought you some cookies from the really nice bakery around the corner as well. Make sure you share them with your mom as well.
Why are you being so nice to me all of a sudden?
It's because I reflected a lot on my actions and I realized that the way I treated you was very wrong. I want to try and make amends with you and sincerely apologize for my unacceptable behavior. Yeah, honey, didn't I tell you? My mom loves you a lot. She just isn't very good at expressing herself. I'm sure you really appreciate how hard it is for her to share her feelings with you like this. Yes, of course. I've always been very fond of you, Laura. I think of you as my own daughter, and I'm sorry that I caused such a rift between us. How about we start afresh and turn over a new leaf?
Are you acting like this because you found out about my dad's inheritance?
What do you mean? Yeah, what are you talking about, honey? How would my mom even know if your dad left you anything in the first place? And even if he had left you a lot of money, and if my mom were to find out somehow, she wouldn't be shallow enough to do a complete 180 just to get her hands on some money. Yes, of course I wouldn't. But, just out of curiosity, how much did your dad leave you? It must be a lot of money for you to have brought it up as a possible reason for me changing my attitude towards you. Of course, I'm not interested in taking a penny for myself. I'm just casually taking a mild interest.
Oh, please, drop the act already. Erica called me last night and told me everything. She told me that Mike told you that he had found out how much I had inherited from my dad, and that he didn't want to get divorced because he wanted to get some of the money for himself. She also said to expect you to come here and try to sweeten me up as if you were suddenly a changed person. And she warned me not to fall for it because it's all just a tactic to try and get a share of my inheritance.
I can't believe it. Stabbed in the back by my own flesh and blood. Yes, fine, you're right. I only apologized because I heard about your inheritance. I dragged myself all the way out here despite being old and decrepit, and I even bought you a gift. You should be grateful towards me for going to so much effort. Did you really think I was doing this because I like you, and I actually feel sorry towards you? Mom, what do you think you're doing? This wasn't part of the plan. It really must be a lot of money if you're taking this entitled attitude with me. Whatever. If you don't want to accept the cookies, I'll just take them back. I apologized already, so stop this nonsense about wanting to divorce my son. You call this an apology? You don't feel sorry towards me at all. This whole apology is entirely self-serving on your part. I haven't received a real apology from you, and I know that I never will.
So I'm going to go ahead with divorcing your son, and there's no way you'll ever get your filthy paws on my dad's money. I really don't want any more to do with people that only want to keep me in their lives because of my inheritance.
Honey, please. I promise you, I'll cut my mom out of my life and never speak to her ever again. So how about we don't get divorced? What do you say? Oh, so now both of my children are willing to disown me over this debacle. Do neither of you feel any kind of affection towards me at all? You call yourselves my children. Well, if you're the most important person in your life, Mom, then I should be the most important person in mine. I don't want my life to be ruined because of you, so get out of my house before you make things any worse. Don't ever say anything mean to Laura ever again. And stop trying to meddle with our relationship. Hey! You can't just abandon your own mother like that. Are you really going to close the door on me? Open up this instant! Honey, look. I'm willing to cut ties with my mom for you. So please, just give me one more chance. I'm begging you. I know that what I did was wrong. I really don't want to get divorced. I want us to be together.
Congrats from escaping from your mom's clutches. Although I never asked you to cut her off for my sake. And that's not going to stop me from going ahead and divorcing you. I'm also going to sell this house and go and live with my mom. I'll serve you the papers as soon as possible. So let's get it all signed without a fuss, okay? I don't want to have to go through the courts and keep having to see your face.
But I cut ties with my mom for you.
I think you'll find that if you open the door, she's still there. So I really don't think you have done anything so dramatic. I've gotten everything in place to start the divorce proceedings, so nothing you do now is going to change my mind.
You can't do this.
Oh, I can. You must have forgotten how crazy I can get when I'm mad. It's taking all of my strength to hold myself back right now. I suggest that you follow your mom and leave now whilst I'm still asking you nicely.
Right now?
Yes, right now!
Hey, Mom. How have you been? Oh, whatever. I don't need an ungrateful son like you.
It seems that my husband told my in-laws about my dad's inheritance at his mom's party when I wasn't there. After hearing that, his mom completely changed her attitude towards me and came rushing to apologize, hoping that she would somehow be able to get her hands on some of my money. The whole situation was like something out of a bad sitcom. My mom was quite surprised when I told her what had happened, and then she just hugged me and told me I did good to get away from that family before it was too late. After I followed through with my threat and served Mike the divorce papers, he refused to sign and started calling me constantly. I never once picked up, but I did listen to the voicemails he left me. He kept saying that he was sorry and that he would take my family into more consideration from now on, etc., etc. He even said outlandish things like he would hold a lavish memorial service for my dad next year and that he would cook for all the family and friends that showed up. He can't even make toast for himself, so I don't know why he said something so ridiculous. I knew he didn't mean a word of his apologies, and that deep down he was just as self-serving as his mom. I have no intention of giving him a second chance, and although I feel like he's not going to make the divorce process easy for me, it will all be worth it to be completely rid of him in the end. If he continues to refuse to sign the papers and do things amicably, I might have to go ahead and sue him. If I ever think about getting married again, I'll make sure that I really know the person inside and out before I even consider getting serious with them. As Mike has shown me that sometimes people hide their true selves from their partners until after they're married. If it hadn't been because of my dad's memorial service, it would have been something else. So I'm glad that I was able to stand my ground and take the necessary steps to get out of that marriage and away from that crazy family. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
You better show up at your place tonight before you call it a night. I absolutely need your assistance in cleaning my bathrooms, because at my age, I can't risk inhaling any darn bleach. And don't think you're off the hook yet. The guest plates and silverware also need a good polishing. Move your behind pronto. I ain't got all day to waste waiting for you to get your act together. Chop chop.
Hey, Mrs. Anderson. I think there's been a mix-up or something. Nicholas and I just finished checking out of our hotel, and we're actually on our way to the airport right now for our honeymoon. So, unfortunately, we won't be able to swing by your place and clean your bathroom. Is this some kind of prank or something?
Well, I never joke, my dear. Don't you dare undermine me like that ever again. I have zero tolerance for it. I'm giving you directions as an elder of this family. All you need to do is say yes, ma'am, and come do exactly as I tell you. Tisk tisk, young people these days, lacking any common sense whatsoever.
I understand your point of view, but as I mentioned before, Nicholas and I are just about to leave for our honeymoon trip. So, unfortunately, we won't be able to assist you with the bathroom cleaning at this time.
Listen up, because I'm about to set things straight. As the newest member of this family, you should take some initiative and find something productive to do by now. But hey, I'll let it slide just this once. I get it. You're probably still caught up in the excitement of your wedding. Well, newsflash, my dear daughter-in-law, you're practically my personal assistant now. So forget about your honeymoon for a moment. I've already told Nicholas to cancel the flight, so stop being so naive and get your butt over here right away.
You what? You made Nicholas cancel our honeymoon? Why would you do that? Why would Nicholas do that?
That's right. My son is just the epitome of perfection, isn't he? It's amazing how easily he falls for my little tricks. A few crocodile tears and a phony prescription from the doctor, and bam, he completely buys into my act and decides to cancel the utterly ridiculous honeymoon plans just so he can stay home and be a mama's boy. It's truly remarkable, isn't it?
You know what? This is just too much to handle. I'm going to talk to Nicholas about all of this because I'm pretty sure there's some sort of misunderstanding going on here.
Oh, sure. Go ahead and bother him for his precious confirmation if you want to get an earful from my son. He's not some fool who wastes his hard-earned money on frivolous stuff like honeymoons. Back in my day, we didn't even have this so-called honeymoon nonsense. So think twice before you bring it up again.
Hey, Nicholas. Heading to the airport now. You mentioned some extra hotel fees to handle, so I'm going ahead. But seriously, when are you gonna join me?
Well, about that, something unexpected came up. Work-related stuff. Gotta handle it. You know how it goes. Can't really help it, unfortunately.
Oh, really? So, when do you think you can come?
Hey, Carolyn, listen up. It's not easy for me to say this, but I don't think we can go on our honeymoon as planned. My boss just called me, and there are major issues with the new project that require my immediate attention. This project is make or break for my company, and if I mess it up, we might lose a crucial business partner. I hope you understand, babe.
Wait, are you really telling me this? We've been planning our dream honeymoon for months. And I thought your boss had already approved your time off. Look, Nicholas, I trust you. So just be honest with me. What's the real deal here? What's the true reason behind this sudden change in plans?
Oh, really? What's with the attitude? I already told you the truth, but I guess you're too blind to see it. The fact is, we can't go on the damn honeymoon because I have important work to handle. A supportive wife would get that instead of grilling me like I'm some criminal.
I just had a little chat with your dear mom. And guess what? She spilled the beans. She's the one who made you cancel our flights, didn't she?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I've got some juicy news for you. Your lovely mom? Guess what she did? She played the sick card to manipulate you into canceling our long-awaited honeymoon. Can you believe it? She wanted you to stay home with her instead.
How did you find out about that?
Well. Your dear mama spilled the beans herself. She had no problem confessing the truth to me. So tell me, what do you have to say for yourself now, huh?
Wait, hold up. Why on earth would she pull a stunt like that? Maybe she was just worried and wanted to know when I'd be coming over to her place. I mean, I get it. It's understandable in a way.
So you're admitting it now? You actually canceled our flight just because your mom wanted it? Without even bothering to consult me first? Is that what you're telling me?
Well, I mean, what could I do? Mom told me she's sick and she really needs me there for her. You know I can't just say no, right? I'm her precious son, and I gotta be there for her, no matter what. Just think about it. If you were in my shoes, could you honestly enjoy the honeymoon while your own sweet mama's struggling with illness all by herself? Only heartless monsters would even think of doing that to their own flesh and blood. So yeah, I had to make the tough call. Mom's my number one, always.
Hey, it wasn't a honeymoon for you alone. It was ours. I even paid half the expenses. You can't make a decision by yourself to cancel it like that. Why wouldn't you discuss it with me first?
It's my mom we're talking about here. There was absolutely no time to waste. It was an emergency. I couldn't just sit around and do nothing. I had to spring into action and be there for her. You know how much she means to me, right? She's like my whole world. So yeah, when it's about my amazing mom, there's no hesitation. I had to be there for her ASAP.
Oh, wow. Is that so? Except, let me tell you something. It's all just a big charade cooked up by your conniving mother. Don't believe me? Fine. I'll gladly show you the damning evidence right here in the form of text messages. She's been manipulating the situation and pulling the strings, trying to control everything.
Stop trying to paint my mom as the bad guy here, okay? She's the one who took you in, treated you like her own daughter. And this is how you repay her? It's just a honeymoon. We can totally have it whenever we want. But let me ask you this. If something were to happen to my mom, could you do anything about it? I highly doubt it. So how about you zip it and be a good, obedient wife, alright? Show some respect to the woman who's done so much for us. Got it?
Hey, Caroline. Did you actually manage to squeeze an answer out of my son?
Oh my god. I can't believe Nicholas had the audacity to cancel the flight. And you? You're the one to blame for this mess. It's all on you. How could you have possibly influenced him to take such a ridiculous decision? This is an absolute disaster. I can't believe you've ruined everything with your meddling and manipulative ways. Thanks a lot for sabotaging our plans.
Obviously, because he respects my wishes more than yours. I am his mother after all, you know. I carried him around for 9 months, gave birth to him, and raised him his whole life. Besides, he's always been a good mama's boy. He's never once said no to me, ever. All I had to tell him was that I was sad and hurt to have to see him go on a trip to Italy when I myself have never even set foot outside of this country. Nicholas, that sweet boy of mine, called your airline and canceled your tickets then and there. He even vowed to take me somewhere even better soon. He didn't tell you about that? No matter. I'll expect you here within the next 3 hours.
I can't believe this. I don't even know what to say. I'm at a complete loss for words. I can't believe I fell for Nicholas's macho act. If I had known he was such a mama's boy, I would never have said yes to his proposal, let alone a first date. Ugh. He used to make such a big fuss about how much he hates mama's boys. He used to call out his friends at the mere mention of their mothers. Was it all an act? I knew something was off. He seemed to take it too far at times. Wow. You two are just the greatest showmen. Mother and son duo, aren't you? Whatever happened to this sweet, warm, welcoming new mother-in-law that I came to love and appreciate? It seems as though she disappeared as soon as the wedding vows were read.
Well, what can I say? I needed help around the house, and what better candidate is there than a daughter-in-law? You were such an easy target, the lowest hanging fruit if I ever saw one. Especially one as eager as you to please everyone you meet for the first time. It was a no-brainer, really. If I'd shown my true colors from the beginning, would you have married Nicholas? Of course not. Like you said, you wouldn't even have gone on a date. Don't take it personally, Caroline dear. It's all for the sake of this family. Plus, if you're ever lucky enough to bear a son, like me, you'll be very handsomely rewarded later on when you yourself become a mother-in-law. Isn't that something exciting to look forward to? You saw about the cycle of life for women. You can't fight it. So, come on over so I can start giving you lessons on everything from scratch, on how to be a good housewife.
Housewife lessons. What is this? The 40s? I can do things around the house just fine. Thank you very much. I don't see why I would need lessons from you. Is your house different from any other house? Is yours an alien ship?
Hush, you don't know the first thing about how this household runs. Each household has their own traditions, recipes, and rules. I'm sure your mama had her own way of making potatoes, didn't she? Now it's time for you to learn how the Anderson women make potatoes. It's your responsibility to carry on our family's ways now that you're one of us. You have a long way to go, I'm afraid.
I've actually had your potatoes. They're too lumpy for my taste. And if you're such a stickler about family traditions, why offer up the secrets to an outsider like me? Why don't you go and set up a nice little mother and son cooking session with your precious Nicholas? I really can't agree with the old-fashioned way of life where the woman has to do all the housework. Those days are way behind us, Gabriella. I went to college just like your son, and I have a career just like your son. I'm not about to come home from a long day at work to cook and clean and coddle a husband who won't lift a finger.
Oh, don't tell me you're planning on keeping your job. That's nonsense. You're a married woman now. You can go out and work like a man. Absolutely unacceptable. Your duties are at home now. Be a good wife to your husband and bear him as many children as you can. Besides, it's not like your job makes as much as Nicholas's. What are you, a secretary? I bet you make coffee and smile at business associates. That is not a job. You can always do that here for me and your father-in-law.
I actually make a lot more than Nicholas. I have 2 degrees from a university way better ranked than Nicholas's alma mater. I resent your assumption about my job. Please refrain from belittling my hard-earned position in life. I worked really hard to get where I am now.
That's quite enough now. I don't need to be arguing with you. I'm your mother-in-law. You need to obey me. Hang on to every word like it's the gospel. Did your parents teach you nothing of value? Tisk tisk. Now, stop yapping about, quit your job, come over to my house, and sit down so I can teach you your place. Or else.
No thank you. I'll pass. That sounds like the worst deal ever.
What? Have you lost your mind? Do you not understand the gravity of the situation here? You're on my last nerve, young missy. If you don't want to become a divorcee the day after your wedding, you better do what I say.
That actually doesn't sound so terrible. It doesn't sound terrible at all, actually.
Nonsense. You have no idea what you're saying. Now is not the time to be bluffing. I'm not stupid. A woman's value plummets once she's divorced. She's beyond damaged goods. Men really do age like fine wine. Their value keeps going up and up as they mature into their own style, make more money, accumulate more assets, etc., etc. But women, it's like driving a brand new car off the lot. You lose over half its value the moment it hits the pavement. You really have no idea how the world works, do you? Thank goodness I'm here now to guide you through it all. You're so lucky.
I think it's you who doesn't know how things work. At least in this world, in this day and age. Sure, Nicholas and I had a wedding ceremony and a reception. And sure, we had over 200 guests witness our vows. We haven't submitted any papers to the city office yet. We were going to do that after our honeymoon. I didn't want to deal with all the stress and waiting in line until after I had something fun and relaxing first. So, technically, Nicholas and I are not married. Legally, we're just 2 buddies who just had an expensive party.
What? Nicholas told me you two were going to City Hall to make an official first before the wedding. It was last week. I'm sure of it.
You're right. We were going to do that the other day. But something urgent came up at my lame job, and I had to go on a last-minute business trip. So we had to postpone it. Man, what a stroke of luck. I'm already pretty upset about having to break things off with Nicholas right after a big expensive wedding. But to think that I was this close to actually becoming a divorcee? Yikes. I must have some guardian angel somewhere watching over me.
That is absurd. Why wouldn't you tell me that? Why wouldn't Nicholas tell me that? Oh, look, I think I might have come off a little aggressive. I must have been too eager to assimilate you into our family that my words came out a bit harsh. I do apologize, dear. It was never my intention to scare you or treat you like a slave. No, I would never do that. I wouldn't dream of it. I just felt this overwhelming responsibility to prep you to be the best darn Mrs. Anderson there ever was. You and I got off on the wrong foot. That's all there is to it. Please, let's just pretend this conversation never happened. There's no need to tell Nicholas, right? He probably even booked a different itinerary for your honeymoon. He would have had a plan B in tow. Let's forgive and forget, shall we?
No, I can't just forget. While I do prefer you like this, with your tail between your legs, I can't pretend nothing happened today. No, that would be the dumbest thing. In my short 30 years of life, if I've learned one thing, it would be that once a cheater is always a cheater. I guess in this case you didn't cheat, but you get what I mean. Garbage is garbage. There's no point in trying to fix something that's already been discarded.
Are you comparing me to a piece of garbage? How dare you? I am your mother-in-law.
Well, technically you're nothing to me. Remember, Nicholas and I aren't legally married, so you're literally nothing but some old lady who tries to threaten me and force me into doing hard labor. It's laughable, really. Who does that? I'll have someone come pick up my stuff from my apartment. Maybe I'll find someone to sublet so I don't have to have any more ties to anything concerning the great Anderson. Since you seem to make all the decisions for Nicholas, you can arrange something to get his stuff out of there yourself. I'm getting myself the hell out of this mess.
Wait, Caroline, let me explain.
Just like that, the day after my big wedding, I had to call it quits with my would-be husband. Of course, I was able to avoid being labeled a divorcee, thanks to my impromptu business trip and a thing called an annulment. Nicholas came begging for my forgiveness to take him back, saying it was all a silly misunderstanding between his mother and myself. I did not hesitate to tell him not in a million years. So there I was, trying my hardest to get back on track with my life and work again, when Gabriella reached out to me again out of the blue.
Hello? Caroline, dear, how are you? Well, I hope. I just couldn't help myself. I had to message you on a day like this. Today marks the first anniversary of you and Nicholas's wedding day. Do you remember? You know, I still look at you and Nicholas's wedding photos every once in a while. They never cease to bring a smile to my face. How absolutely gorgeous you looked. And how happy we all were that day, huh? It just breaks my heart to see you drifting farther and farther away from us, Caroline. Whatever happened to us? We were about to become one happy family.
Mrs. Anderson, you've got to be joking this time. You text me out of the blue after a year to what? Play victim? What is wrong with you? Leave me alone. I'm already on edge because I'm not a summer person and it's like 100 degrees outside. Besides, I'm at work and I'm extremely busy. You do remember my lame job, don't you?
Oh, you have not changed one bit, have you? You still have a way of talking like you want to bite someone's head off. Oh, how I miss that. It's a compliment. God knows women these days need some spunk. You couldn't imagine the repercussions I had to go through after Nicholas and his father both blamed me for ruining your marriage. They wouldn't let me live it down.
Boo-hoo. Cry me a river, won't you? Look, I have to get back to work. Goodbye.
Why don't you give it a good long thought? I'm sure you can find it in your heart to get back together with Nicholas. Can't you? You two were so very much in love for over 2 years. You can't pretend that never happened, all because of an old woman's rants. You see, Nicholas still hasn't gotten over you, Caroline. You would barely speak to me anymore because he's still so angry with me. He says you were the best thing that ever happened to him and that I ruined it all. Will you at least just think about it? Give it a good thought.
The answer is no. I'm already seeing someone else. If you must know, his name is Kevin, and I met him when I went on another business trip through my lame job. Of course he knows all about my failed first marriage. He loves me regardless.
You are already in a new serious relationship? So soon? I don't take you for a tramp, but what do I know? That's quite impressive to say the least. It's only been a year since you broke things off with my Nicholas. How could you have found someone so soon? Did you go on Tinder?
Haha, that's so ridiculous. Not that there's anything wrong with Tinder, but no, I didn't. Did you expect me to become a nun or something after a man-child like Nicholas? As if I had to describe you Andersons as an animal, you'd be donkeys, and my fiancé Kevin and his family would be like diamond unicorns. Kevin's parents are extremely wealthy, and they act like it too. They even sent Kevin to etiquette school as a kid. They are pure class. My future in-laws. You wouldn't know anything about that though.
What a shallow bimbo you are. You think they'll be any different? How do you know they won't drop their nice act as soon as you say, I do? I'm not the minority here. My mother-in-law was very strict too. It's just how things are.
I know because I've seen how they treat servers at restaurants. I'm talking 4, 5-star restaurants. Oh, and did I mention they bought me and Kevin a 4,000 square foot house by the lake? Under both our names, of course. Besides, they already have a butler and housekeeping staff, so they won't need a daughter-in-law to do their bidding. Anyway, like I said already, I have to get back to work. Don't ever call me or text me again. Goodbye. Fortunately, Gabriella and the rest of the Andersons got the message loud and clear and never dared to contact me again. I was finally able to enjoy my real honeymoon with the love of my life, Kevin. Italy is a truly beautiful country full of great food, music, and local people. After we came back from the dreamlike 10-day honeymoon, Kevin's parents and sister had decorated our new house with garlands and balloons to welcome us into the family. I would have loved to invite them over for a small dinner, but they were busy living their own lives, traveling and golfing. Kevin's lovely parents also respect our privacy and don't bother us with pointless family gatherings except on holidays. Although I really love my new in-laws as my own parents, so I wouldn't have mind seeing them more often, I finally found a place where I belong. It's with Kevin and our newly adopted cat named Umbrella. Oh, and it's a secret that I'm 9 weeks pregnant. I'm looking forward like never before to a future that's full of hope and wonder. If this baby is a boy, I've vowed to him and myself that I will never, ever be a horrible mother-in-law to his future wife.
Hey, Alyssa. George mentioned that your mom passed away last night. Is that true?
Hi, Kaylee. Yes, she did.
Oh my gosh. I'm really sorry to hear that, my dear. I know it's tough, but try to find some comfort in knowing that she's finally able to rest and is in peace after that year-long fight against cancer. Her suffering is over now, and she's in a better place with God. If anything, I think it's something we should celebrate in a way. Let's try to focus on the happier memories and be glad for her. I'm sure she would want us to be.
Thanks, Kaylee. I appreciate what you're saying, but celebrating her death? Can we just be glad she's gone? I mean, I don't think this is the right moment to downplay what my mom had to deal with in the past 14 months. To be honest, I'm kind of feeling offended after hearing what you just said.
Oh my gosh! I'm so sorry. Did I upset you? I truly apologize. That was not my intention at all. I just wanted to, cheer you up and help you see the positive side. That's all. I didn't think you'd take my words in a different way. Honestly, I can't help but feel like you're trying to guilt trip your mother-in-law or something.
I'm a bit confused about what you're saying. I just wanted to make it clear that my mom's passing is not a matter for celebration.
Anyway, can I ask you something? What's gonna happen to your mom's old house now that she's passed away? I remember it being a pretty big property with an attic and a full suite basement, right? And it's in such a prime location with nice parks and public transport nearby. So what's the plan for the house? George mentioned that you guys might move in there and live there. Is that true?
I'm not sure yet. Honestly, I haven't really had the time to think about it. Like you just said, the house is really big, and George and I don't need all that space. But it's a special place for me and holds so many memories of my parents. It was their first and last home they ever bought. After years of working hard and squeezing into tiny apartments with 3 kids, they were finally able to get a house where they could imagine having grandkids over. So yeah, I'll definitely need to take some serious time to think about what's the best thing to do with it.
I'm sure you will. No doubt about it. You're totally thinking about the fact that you guys want to have kids, right? I know George wants a couple of little ones running around. And seriously, what a better place to start a family than a home that's in the heart of the city, but still away from all the hustle and bustle. It's just so amazing. Thank you for all of this.
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean, thank you for inheriting such a wonderful place.
Okay.
You know what? I just came up with a wonderful idea. How about you go and enjoy a nice, relaxing vacation after the funeral and memorial are over? I think it might do you some good to get away from all of this for a while. Alone. I hear they have a great new resort. Oh, I can't think of a better way to mend your broken heart.
I don't know. I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm not sure now is the time for a vacation. Thank you for the thought, though.
Oh, come on now. You can't stay sad forever, dear. That won't bring your mother back now, would it? And I'm sure your mother would want you to move on and go back to living your own life. I know I would. No parent wants to leave their child in distress. For your mother's sake, you have to bounce back up. Let me treat you to the vacation. It'll be my absolute pleasure. I feel somewhat responsible as the other remaining parent figure in your life. This is the least I could do for your late mother, isn't it?
That's so generous of you, Kaylee, but...
I won't take no for an answer, young lady. I know how you feel because I also lost my mother at a young age too. I've been there. Now is exactly the right time for a vacation. Set everything back to zero and start fresh. Trust me, this is what your mom would want. She's nodding vigorously right now, looking down on us. I'm sure of it. How does next weekend sound? It's a long weekend. It's perfect. Please, let me do this for you. I can't stand by while you bury yourself deeper and deeper into sadness.
Okay, Kaylee. If you insist. Thank you for your generous offer. I really appreciate it. I got married to my hubby George about 2 years ago, but we haven't started having kids yet. We both really love our jobs and decided to put off the whole baby thing for a little longer. We're still in our early 30s and want to enjoy this newlywed phase as much as we can, you know? My relationship with my mother-in-law, Kaylee, has been okay. Nothing too exciting or dramatic, really. That's how I've seen it, at least. Kaylee can be a bit of a talker and she's got zero filter. But I never took it personally or let her blunt honesty bother me. But today, it was kinda awkward and uncomfortable when she started talking about my mom's passing in such a happy and lighthearted way. I guess I just figured that's how she is, trying to be friendly or something. She even offered to treat me to a fancy resort trip. How generous is that? So I took her advice and went on a 3-day trip to relax and reset. I came back all pampered and manicured, ready to get back to our regular routine. But when I turned on my phone, I was totally shocked by the messages Kaylee had sent.
Hey Alyssa, just wanted to give you a heads up. I've moved into your mom's old house. Well, technically, it's yours now since you're an orphan. So I guess it's kind of like my son's house. You know what I mean? Anyway, since I was nice enough to let you know about my new place, I hope you can do me a solid and not bring up any legal stuff, okay? Cool beans?
Wait, hold up. How on earth is that house even close to being as good as George's? That's some seriously messed up logic you've got there. And guess what? The house is still very much in my parents' name, thank you very much. If anyone should have a claim to it, it's definitely me. You can't just pack your stuff and move into a house that you have zero rights to. Oh my God. Is that why you were so eager to send us on a trip? Was that your sneaky plan all along? You wanted George and me to be away at some remote resort with no signal, so you could just waltz in and claim squatters' rights, right? And you thought we'd just have to accept it? Kaylee, that is so not right.
How could you say that? What good is this giant house if it's going to sit and rot? Don't you ever feel bad for me living in a tiny studio apartment above a liquor store? How can you be so greedy as to not want to share any part of the 6-bedroom house? You're my daughter-in-law. You're a Thompson now. What is yours is ours, and what is ours is yours. How can you argue that?
I can't talk to you right now. I think I will discuss this with my husband. I'll get back to you.
George already told me he's all for me moving in. He's my son after all. He is looking forward to his mama's homemade dinners and the way I fold his boxer briefs. Isn't he adorable? What son wouldn't want to live with his mama? It seems like you're the only one that has a problem with this arrangement, dear.
George, where are you now? Why didn't you answer any of my texts or calls? I've been trying to get in touch with you this whole time. What's going on?
Hey babe, what's up? Do you need me to do anything for you? I thought you were swamped with work. By the way, guess what? I'm actually working on a super awesome surprise for us. And I'm so excited to show you when you get home. Can't wait.
A surprise? Why? Is it a special day?
You'll find out when you get home. Don't be so curious.
Anyways, did you know your mom was moving in with us? Can you believe it? And the weirdest part is, she told me she's moving into my mom's old house.
Wait, what? Who told you that?
Your mom texted me not too long ago.
Oh man, I totally remember telling her to keep it on the down low until you got back. But hey, what can we do? She's just so amped up about it that she let the cat out of the bag and ruined the whole surprise. Classic Kaylee, right? You know exactly what I'm talking about. Hey, I'm here now. So, when you're done with work, please hustle home ASAP. It'll be awesome if you could even ask your boss to let you off a few hours early so we can team up and get the party prepped. Time is ticking.
Here? What do you mean, here? Are you there too? At my mom's old house?
Oh yeah, I guess it's still your parents' house, huh? But it's just a matter of time before it officially and legally becomes our house. Aren't you excited? We are going to be homeowners.
Hold up. What I'm confused about is, why is your mom there? Is she there just for tonight? And why are you throwing a party?
Nah, babe. She's here to stay with us, live with us. And that's exactly why we're throwing a party. To celebrate the fact that my mom is officially moving in with us for good. I had a feeling you might not be the one to invite her directly. So my mom and I schemed up a plan to have her move in while we were off on our vacation. It was all about surprising you, you know. Isn't this great, babe? Maybe this will help you get over losing your mom.
What? Are you serious right now? How is this something you can up and decide by yourself? Is Kaylee going to pay rent? Does she expect me to make her 3 meals a day? Is she going to make herself food? Is she going to chip in on the utilities? Internet?
Hey, hold up, babe. It's not like my mom is some helpless soul. She's perfectly capable of contributing. You know, she's in awesome shape. Plus, she can whip up an amazing steak and potatoes. I think you might be blowing this out of proportion. It's actually a positive thing.
I can't believe you did this behind my back. George, I'm not comfortable living with your mom. It's not that I don't like her or anything, but I don't want to live with someone other than you. We don't even have kids yet, for Christ's sake. On top of it, it hasn't even been a week since my mom passed away. I wanted to take my time in her house and say goodbye to her things properly. This is not okay at all. I need you to fix this. She's your mom, so you handle it.
What the hell, Alisa? What do you expect me to do? Kick my mom out? Where is she supposed to go? You're being so childish and unreasonable. She's your mother now too. You can't tell her to go away just because you aren't comfortable. What does that even mean anyway? You didn't even give her a chance to settle in. And I'm your mom's son-in-law. Don't I have rights to this house as much as you do? If not more?
Why on earth would you have more rights to my mom's house, George? Are you still daydreaming or something? Look, just answer me this question. Are you telling me you have no intention of asking your mother to leave?
Dude, she's my mom. She's been there for me for a whopping 30 years, raising me and all that jazz. Chill out, Alisa. Seriously, don't be such a buzzkill. It's not a good look. Trust me. You can't just start nitpicking and questioning every good thing that comes our way. It's like staring a gift horse in the mouth, man. Let's just roll with it and appreciate the blessings we've got.
You know what? Fine. Just at least give me a few days to deal with my mom's estate. Maybe I'll get new appliances too. Maybe a fresh coat of paint. And some hardware upgrades too while I'm at it. I want you to take your mom and go to your old place for just a few days so I can get my mom's house ready. Can you do that for me, George? The house still smells like my mom. I want to stay there alone just for a few days, okay? I think that way I can get closure. Do you know what I mean?
Well, you know what? Maybe you're onto something. Alright, I think I can handle that. I'll head over to our old place with my mom for now, until you give me the green light to come back. Thanks a bunch, Alisa, for being understanding and embracing my mom in our new home. I can't wait. This is gonna be epic.
Don't even mention it, hun. You are my husband.
Alrighty, I'll see you in a few more days.
Hey there, Alyssa. How's it going with the house? I hope everything's shaping up nicely. Oh, and here's a little tip. Make sure to clear out anything that reminds you too much of your mom, okay? It'll help us move forward smoothly. By the way, if you happen to come across some cool window curtains for the living room, that'd be great. And hey, how about giving the walls a fresh coat of paint? Maybe in a vibrant color? Maybe something like pink or yellow to liven things up. Also, it'd be sweet to get some new bed linen. Yes, I'm not really feeling the whole sleeping in your mom's old sheets ordeal, you see.
Didn't you already do exactly that while I was off on my trip? Come on, Kaylee. You slept in my mom's old bed for 2 whole nights. So please, Let's not play innocent here when you're clearly not.
Well, I didn't think you'd let me into the house otherwise. Can you blame me? If I'd known you would offer to upgrade everything for me, I wouldn't have had to take such drastic measures. Anyway, I'm so excited to move in. Is there a date set for completion? I may start making my calendar. Oh, how thrilled are we, huh? I've never even dreamed I'd be living in such a mansion. All thanks to my son picking the right girl. So, I was thinking, how about we throw a big housewarming party once things are settled? I can invite my sister and some friends, and George can ask his work friends to join us too. What do you think? Of course, you don't have to worry about cooking, because I know a great catering service that has an excellent menu.
Okay. I'm going to stop you right there before you go off the rails. Sorry to burst your delusional bubble, but that is not going to happen, Kaylee. I already sold my mom's house.
What? What do you mean sold her house? You mean her stuff, right? You can't have sold the house.
Oh, yes. I most certainly did sell the house. I figured it was better to sell the house and preserve my mom's memory in my heart, rather than to let some leeching mother and son duo steal it out from under my nose.
Are you screwing with me? Who gave you the right to sell the house? Why wasn't I included in the decision making? You lied to us about doing some renovations, and you sold it behind our backs? How could you do this to us? Have you lost your goddamn mind? You are sorely mistaken if you think there won't be consequences for this, young missy.
Why are you throwing a fit over me selling my mom's house? Did you want to buy it? I sold it for $3 million. Do you have that kind of money? I really don't understand why you're so upset about this. What rights do you think you have over my mom's estate? You love mentioning the Thompson family, but what even is that? Are you royalty or something? You have nothing. You literally have no house. That's why you were eyeing my mom's house. You're going to squeeze your way into a fortune you never had any business even coveting. It's so embarrassing I can't handle it. I've decided to end things with George, so I guess this is it for you and me as well.
What? End things with George? What do you mean?
Not only was your precious mama's boy 100% up for stealing my mom's house with you, but I have evidence of him sleeping around with women he met on social media. So what I mean is that I will be discarding that human piece of garbage in the trash. Capiche?
My son cheated on you? There's no way. He's a noble person. He would never do that. You must have confused him with someone else.
I was at the hospital a lot when my mom was dying of cancer, as you know. And while I was staying over to keep her company, I know George brought girls over to her place.
How? How can you know that?
I came across some long red hairs and found an earring I've never seen before. So naturally, I installed some security cameras. And what do you know? Anytime I was away for days at a time, George had girls over, sleeping with them in my bed, watching TV on my couch, and making food in my kitchen.
Well, you can't place the whole blame on him. If you hadn't spent so much time at the hospital, he wouldn't have gotten lonely and he wouldn't have had to look somewhere else for comfort. A man needs a woman's touch, you know? How can you jump straight to such an extreme conclusion? Really? To divorce him over this? It probably didn't mean anything. Purely physical, I bet. Besides, if you had known this for a while, why haven't you done something about it sooner? Am I wrong to assume you were going to let him off the hook because you know that you, yourself, haven't done anything to prevent it from happening in the first place?
I don't think I even understood that sentence. I didn't plan on letting him off the hook for anything. I would never plan that for infidelity. I was planning on having a talk with George, but never to let him off anything. But even during my mom's funeral and memorial, I saw George slip away when I wasn't looking to have his rendezvous with his mistresses. So when you suggested the retreat, I decided I'll get my thoughts straight and come back with the best strategy to get out of the marriage. I hadn't anticipated the perfect opportunity to present itself. You trying to steal my mom's house was just perfect. Disgusting, but perfect for me.
So you really mean to go through with a divorce? Truly, who divorces their spouse over such a trivial incident? If everybody did what you're doing, then there wouldn't be a single married couple left in this country. Men can't help it. It's in their nature. Besides, think of your poor mother. What would she think looking down at her divorced daughter? How sad would that make her?
My mom isn't as old-fashioned and closed-minded as you. She would have much preferred me to protect my assets from smiling thieves and get out of a loveless, untrustworthy marriage. She would have supported me all the way to the courthouse and back if she were still alive.
Fine, you'd be that way, you little skank. But give half the money you got from selling the house to my son. You owe him that much. You two are still legally married, so half of what is yours should rightfully be George's as well. I won't accept anything less than 50-50.
Okay then, in that line of logic, when you pass away, am I getting half of George's inheritance too? Yeah, no, I didn't think so. You can't force a rule on me if you aren't willing to obey it yourself. Anyway, I've gone ahead and packed up the many things you'd already brought into my mom's house and sent them back to where you are now.
What?
So take your stuff and your crappy son back and don't ever call me again. Goodbye. I was able to get my divorce finalized without any complications because of my compiled evidence of George's infidelity. I was even able to claim alimony from him based on emotional distress. Thank goodness we hadn't had children yet. That would have made me rethink the divorce, and I might have had to stay in this disgusting, greedy family for another 18 years. From what I heard, George has been caught by his mistress's husband and was taken to court for adultery. And to help George pay alimony to me and fines to the husband, Kaylee's taken her first job ever at a meatpacking plant. She's supposedly working 12 hours a day to make ends meet for her and her precious son. But George, that scum of the earth, still refuses to admit his own wrongdoings and blames his mother for me leaving them. I don't know how I could ever tolerate an imbecile like that, let alone marry him. After thinking that a mansion was within her grasp, what a way to fall, huh? I truly think my mom has pulled some heavenly strings and helped me out big time. I am now a free woman, able to do anything she wants in life. I've built a strong career for myself already. So there's nowhere left for me to go but up, up, up. I shall never forget to be grateful that I was able to get out of the worst mistake of my life unscathed. Here's to brighter, garbage-free future.
What's gotten into you, Hannah? What is that all about out there? I have so many questions and I'm furious. Why on earth did you accuse Lydia of being a murderer? That's my eldest son's fiance you're talking about. What's wrong with you?
Hi, Judy. Actually, I wanted to talk to you about that.
Are you out of your mind?
I know that was abrupt and inappropriate, but I have my reasons, Judy. If you could let me explain.
No, I won't have you waste my time with you and your stupid excuses. I can't believe you ruined the engagement party for them like that. Do you know what you've done? The damage you've caused? You're unbelievable. That's why I can't stand to have uneducated people like you in my family. Look at you. You didn't even finish high school. It's obvious to anyone that you're just an undereducated idiot from what you did out there.
Judy, why is my academic background relevant at all? This has nothing to do with it.
Of course it does. It has everything to do with it. Tell me why my son chose to marry an airhead like you. This is humiliating and shameful. You have nothing to show for yourself. You're an idiot. You're plain. You're nothing special, and I wish you weren't married to my son.
Wow, Judy. That's harsh. That really hurts.
Why don't you try to be more like Lydia, Look at her. She's gorgeous. She's intelligent. She even went to graduate school. What do you have? Oh, that's right. Nothing. Wow. And she's even famous for being great at what she does at Tony's company. I've never heard a single bad word about her. I heard she's the most competent secretary the company ever hired. Between you and her, the difference is like night and day.
I'm good at what I do as well, if you don't mind me saying so.
I bet you just work at the cashier at some random supermarket. I bet your job is nowhere near as important as Lydia's.
No, I don't work at a supermarket. And that's offensive for the people who actually do work in supermarkets.
Shut up! You don't have a right to tell me what's offensive or not.
Right.
Don't even bother to make yourself look bigger than you really are. It's sickening.
Judy, if you could let me say something. I can't even get a word out here, please?
Oh, I bet you're just jealous. Overly jealous of Lydia that you had to call her something as insulting as a murderer, am I right?
No, that's not it.
Jeez, you're nothing but trouble, I tell you. You're no good to this family.
When have I been any trouble to you?
Lydia is financially independent. She even has plans to buy a new house with Tony soon. In the middle of New York. And then look at you. You and Kyle hardly earn enough money to get by. So much so that you still live in my house. You're lucky I haven't kicked you out of the house yet, but trust me, you won't be leeching off of us for too long.
But we have our reasons to live with you.
Ugh, not this again. What is it with you and your need to come up with excuses? What use are you to us? Nothing. So instead of coming up with excuses, just admit that you're no good. And do something to change the way you are and stop talking back to me like that. And when are you gonna get pregnant? Why don't you give me a grandchild or two, Why haven't you conceived?
Well,
anyway, enough of this. You need to leave and get out of my sight, Hannah. I hope you understand how I feel about you.
right. Loud and clear.
And do I need to remind you not to insult Lydia like that ever again? I hope not.
My name is Hannah, and I'm 32 years old. I currently live with my husband Kyle and his mom at her house. She despises me, and I'd say her reasons are groundless. She says I'm stupid and calls me names. She hates everything about me. She hates the dishes I cook. She hates the way I look. Her criticism against me is never ending. But at the end of the day, she's still my husband's dear mother. So I've always tried to look the other way and bite my tongue. But then one day, at my husband's younger brother Tony's engagement party, I saw this woman who I recognized from my past. And it was out of instinct I shouted, "Murderer!" She saw me too, but pretended not to acknowledge me for the rest of that day. Until the next day, she texted me. Hey, Hannah! What a small world we live in, right? What a surprise to see you at my engagement party. I had no idea that you were married to Kyle. Right, you and me both. You traumatized me, and seeing you triggered everything for me. I've been having flashbacks ever since. Flashbacks of what? Of when you pushed me down the stairs at school? Oh, I could tell there was something really wrong with you, so that explains it. I can't believe you called me what you did in the middle of the party with everyone staring at me. I'm about to get married to one of the richest business owners. You do get that, right? You almost ruined my future with him for doing what you did?
I forgive you, though. I laughed it off and everyone followed suit, so I'm sure it was fine, but that was close, Hannah.
Well, it's true, isn't it?
Come on! That was a long time ago.
Well, I remember everything like it was yesterday. I'll never forget all those things you did to pick on me in high school. You threw my textbooks at me and my face bled.
Oh, really? That happened? How can you bleed from a textbook? Are you sure you're not dreaming all of this, Hannah?
You hit me on the right side of my temple with the corner of that textbook. So yes, you did make me bleed. You put crap all over my locker and graffitied all over it the next day as well.
Oh, that was just some fun. Come on. I can't believe you took all of that to heart.
That was not what anyone would call fun, Lydia. Maybe to you, but not to me. I know that everything you did back then was with bad intentions.
Oh, geez. Take it easy, Hannah.
Take it easy. You kicked me down a flight of stairs at school. How could you tell me to take it easy? Are you insane? Do you know how badly I was hurt after that? Do you know how long it took to recover? How close I was to dying?
Oh, stop being so dramatic, Hannah.
The doctor said so. And you think I'm being dramatic? You kicking me down the stairs? That was dramatic. What did I ever do to you?
I told you it was for fun. Your reactions were always hilarious. We needed more of that to lighten up our miserable days at school, right? You remember how boring school was, don't you?
Well, no. For the times I went, it was fine. Until you came along and that incident happened. I didn't ever want to show up to that school again, so I never went back. That was all your fault. That's why I couldn't graduate high school with everyone after that.
Oh, stop blaming me for it. That was all you. You could have just come back to school and no one would have cared. That was your choice.
No, you traumatized me. You scared me to death, quite literally, and that's why I didn't go back. It was your fault. You never even apologized for it. Say you're sorry, Lydia. Say it.
Why should I? Like I said, I was just having fun and you're the one who took things the wrong way. Why should I apologize for that? That doesn't make any sense.
You tormented me, and you're saying it's not your fault.
No, because you took it the wrong way. Don't make me repeat myself here, Hannah. Jeez, you really are empty-headed, huh? No wonder Judy hates you so much.
What?
Why do you act so surprised? Her and I talk a lot, of course, and she loves me. Oh, she's been complaining to me about you nonstop, Hannah. She doesn't seem to like the way you look, the way you behave, what you say, what you cook, and everything you can think of. She even said she can't wait for me to get married to Tony so that I can set a good example of what a good daughter-in-law should be. So you must be really bad at what you do. It's all right, though. I'll show you a thing or two and you'll learn eventually.
This is crazy. You're both as mean as each other.
Oh, she did mention how jealous you were of me, too. And judging from what you're saying, that really shows.
If only she knew what you did to me in high school. If only she could see you for who you really are, she'd hate your guts.
Now. See? So jealous of me, aren't you? She loves me, so what makes you think that she'll listen to a nobody like you?
Oh, I'll tell her who you really are. Trust me.
Try me. But if you even dare, you'll need to watch your back. I've got my eye on you, Hannah. And you better watch your back quite literally.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? You're gonna push me down the stairs again?
I might. I will if you try and ruin my engagement to Tony. Or if you do anything that'll jeopardize my future. Watch me.
Lydia showed absolutely no signs of guilt or remorse for how she treated me back in high school. She even threatened me to do the same thing she did back then if I told Judy about our past. I never felt my blood boil so much as I did while texting her. I couldn't couldn't even sleep properly that night as I thought about what she might do to me and how I might get her back. Then 2 weeks later, when Lydia showed up at my mother-in-law's house, another incident happened.
What the hell is going on here, Hannah?
Oh, hi Lydia. I saw you being dragged out of the hall by Tony. I hope everything's okay.
How the heck do you think I feel right now? And Tony, you saw how mad he was, didn't you?
Well, anyone who witnessed something like that would get mad, don't you think?
I only meant to show you what I can do if you try to ruin things for me. I didn't know that Judy and everyone was gonna be there, did I?
Well, that's not my problem, is it?
And Kyle, tell him to delete that video.
Nope, that's important evidence right there.
What? What are you talking about?
I told Judy and Kyle that if you come following me to the toilets, then they'd need to keep a close eye on us both. Because I knew you'd do something morbid. And I was right. They just did what I told them to do. And thanks to my genius idea, now they know who you really are.
No, you're wrong, Hannah. I know they were shocked when they saw me, but deep down inside, I know they think differently.
Oh, yeah? And what would they be thinking?
That they're glad that a low-life loser like you is out of the way. They never wanted you, and they'll never have to see you anymore. I'm the one that they prefer over you. You don't mean anything to them. I'm above you, I'm superior to you, and I'm better than you.
Are you done belittling me now? Is this still all a part of your fun and games?
Of course it is. The game would have been over if you'd fallen down those stairs like you should have. You would have ended up in the hospital, and that would have been the end of it. It would have been game over.
You're the one who should have fallen down those stairs. And you're the one that's done here.
What?
Yeah, that's right, Lydia. You're done for. You've lost.
What the heck are you talking about? Wait, what is this? Did you do this?
Did what?
Judy just texted me to tell me that our engagement is off. What the heck? Judy? She's against our engagement. What the? Why is she texting me all of these messages all of a sudden?
Nice.
She's telling me how she knows all about what I did to you before. Did you tell her? You snitched on me, didn't you? What did you tell her?
Oh, nothing much, really. All I did was tell them the truth about who you really are.
What? And they believed you over me?
Yup, that's what it looks like.
But that can't be. She's always liked me over you. What the heck?
Oh, I forgot to mention that my husband Kyle did help a bit.
What?
He talked to Judy about what you did to me. I guess it was more convincing that Kyle spoke to her, and that's probably why Judy believed him. It was great, actually. She finally understands who I am now. All of the misinterpretations and misunderstandings have been cleared up.
What do you mean?
First of all, she thought I was just too stupid to finish high school.
And you are.
She thought I dropped out, and that was where my education ended.
That's right, you did. I know you did.
Well, you're both wrong.
What? How? We went to the same high school. I know that's true.
Well, since I was too traumatized to go to high school after what you did, I had to think of a different plan. So I went to a separate college to study nutrition and got my GED there too.
So you're not a high school dropout?
Nope, I got my GED and I'm working as a nutritionist now, actually.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I'm so glad she's gonna stop calling me a high school dropout now. She also thought I was broke, which was why I was living with her.
And that's true, isn't it?
Nope, that was never the reason why me and Kyle were living with her at her house.
Then why?
It was for her.
What do you mean?
Judy went into a bit of depression, especially since Kyle's dad passed away. She needed help and a distraction to get her out of it. She wasn't eating well and was just either sleeping in or talking to herself. It was a pretty dire situation, I'll be honest. So we thought we should stay with her until she starts to feel better again. So that's why.
What? That's not true. You were just living off of her at her house to save money because you're broke and need to leech off of other people.
And besides, I told her that I was pregnant.
What? You're pregnant?
Yes, I am, Lydia. I'm in my 5th week now.
What? You don't look it. You didn't look pregnant at all, and I didn't see that bump when I saw you. So that's a complete lie.
Well, should I be flattered? I think I just hide my baby bump well with my clothes. Besides, there's not much of a baby bump at 5 weeks, is there?
Oh my god, no way.
I didn't want to tell anyone, including Judy, because I wanted to wait until I was past my 1st trimester just in case anything happened to me and the baby.
So you mean...
So you pushed a pregnant woman down the stairs, Lydia. Don't you see now? The tables have turned, and you're the bad guy now. And everyone sees you for it.
Oh my god.
Yep. So if you think that Judy prefers you over me, you have it totally wrong.
What? No! Oh my god, she's texting me again.
Oh, interesting. What's she saying now?
She's so mad. Oh my god, she's livid. She hates me. She doesn't want to see me again. Oh my god, how can I get married to Tony like this? You gotta stop her, Hannah. Help me out here.
Oh, look who's crying to me now.
No, this is not funny.
Oh, it is to me. It's all fun and games now for me. This is what I call fun. Payback is a cow, isn't it?
No, Hannah, you tell Judy that this is all wrong. Tell her that you were delusional and you just fell down the stairs because you missed a step since you got pregnancy brain.
Nope. That's a funny one, though. Oh, another thing to add to this fun and games. I've reported you to the police for violently attacking me by pushing me down the stairs. And of course, Judy and Tony were there as witnesses, so they can testify to that.
What? No! Stop this, Hannah, please.
Oh, and let's not forget the sweet video that my husband has of you in action.
No! Shoot, no! You gotta fix this. Hannah, please. I beg you. I apologize. I really am sorry for everything.
Good.
So, will you help me now?
As if that's gonna happen, Lydia. As if. You made your bed, so now you have to lie in it. Have fun.
What? No, Hannah, please.
As you may have predicted already, Tony called off the engagement to Lydia after that. She even got fired and was removed from her proud secretary role at his company, but that was a given. She lost her fiancé and her job both at the same time. Now she's facing a penalty of $3,000 for pushing me down the stairs, which serves her right. As for me, I'm happily pregnant, and with Judy being nice to me, it's made my life a lot more comfortable. We're all excited to welcome this new baby and cannot wait to see what the future holds for me and my wonderful family. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please like it and see you in the next one.
Ian, what did the doctor say it was? I was really worried when the ambulance came and picked you up this morning.
Speaking of that, I really wanted you to bring me to the hospital, but I couldn't get you to wake up this morning. I didn't know what was happening to me. I thought I might be dying or something.
Sorry about this morning. I was really hungover from last night. So, anyway, have all the tests come back yet?
Yeah, they know what it was. They said I have appendicitis.
Appendicitis? What's that?
Basically, the problem is my appendix. They have to remove it.
So, does that mean you're going to have surgery?
Yeah. So, I'm gonna be in the hospital for 3 days. They're going to do the surgery tomorrow.
Really? 3 days? That sounds expensive. You know I don't work. I don't have any money to help with this. Are you going to be able to pay for all the hospital bills by yourself?
Well, I don't really have a choice. If I'm lucky, my insurance might cover some of it.
That's good. So, if you're going to be in the hospital for a little while, you'll want some things from home, right? I'll get some stuff together and bring it in for you right now.
Oh, really? You'd do that for me? They might be able to let me out and run home to grab some stuff.
No, don't worry about it. I think you should be resting and not moving around. I'll get some stuff together for you and drop it off right away. So, you're gonna be gone for 3 whole days, right?
Yeah, that's what they said. I don't know why it's so long. Why? You're not happy that I'm gonna be gone that long, are you?
Huh? No, of course not. You know I'm gonna be lonely without you.
I see. Sorry. You'll have to look after things around the house for a while. Are you okay with that?
Look after what things?
The cooking, the cleaning, the laundry, things like that. The stuff I always have to do for you.
What? All that stuff can wait until you get home, can it? Ian, we agreed on this when we got married. I told you I didn't want to do any housework. And you said you were fine with doing everything as long as I was home for you.
Well, yeah, but...
Ian, you know my only job is to make you feel better after a long day of work. Right?
Yeah, okay. Fine, don't worry about the housework. And just eat out or get some delivery while I'm gone. But at least remember to lock up at night when you go out.
Okay. Don't worry about a thing. Anyway, I'll bring some things for you right away. See you in a bit.
Hey, Ian, what's up? Are you having a good time at the hospital? Does anyone have a good time at a hospital? The food here is terrible, and it really hurts when they cut me open. Yeah, I guess. I've never been admitted to the hospital, so I don't really know what it's like. Anyway, what's up? If you're thinking about coming to see me, don't bother. They're gonna be letting me out soon anyway. No, it's not that. It's just... What is it? It's not like you to beat around the bush. Did something happen? I just wanted to double check something with you. You're still in the hospital right now, aren't you? Of course I am. I'm not going to sneak out before they release me. Yeah, that's what I thought. Why? What's going on? Just give me a minute. I don't know how to put this, so I'm just gonna come out and say it. There's some other guy in your house right now. Huh? My wife happened to come across a second account your wife has on social media. Go on Twitter and look for #AnAwesomeSaturday. Why? What's that? It's really popular right now. People post pictures of how they spent their Saturday. There are lots of pics of people at expensive restaurants, leisure spots, and other stuff. Do you not use Twitter? No, I don't. I had an account, but I deleted it a long time ago. And what does that have to do with some guy being in my house? Okay, I'll just send you a screenshot of it. This isn't something I really want to be doing while you're still in the hospital, but this is probably the fastest way. This is your house, isn't it? It sure looks like it. Wait. Yeah, it is. I'm sure of it. That thing in the background on the wall is something I made in shop class in high school. See? I knew it. Hey, Sean. Any chance you can come to the hospital right now? I've got a lot of things I want to ask you. No problem. I was planning on going over there anyway once I saw this. I'm getting some things together now. I'll be there in a bit. Valerie, can I talk to you for a second?
What is it?
I want to ask you something. Where are you right now?
Now? I'm out doing the shopping now. Why?
Nothing. I was just wondering what you were up to.
Oh, Ian, are you getting lonely in the hospital? Do you miss me? Don't worry about me. I'll be there in no time to pick you up and take you home.
Speaking of that, you never came to see me after my surgery. You only came the first day I was in here to drop that stuff off for me.
I'm sorry. You're not angry, are you? I wanted to come see you, but I've been really busy.
You quit your job after we got married. You're not working. What are you busy with?
I quit working, but there's still things I have to do. Women are busy like that.
You know, you don't have to hide it anymore.
Hide what? What are you talking about?
Sean went over to our house for me.
Huh?
You didn't notice he came, did you? You were too busy having fun, weren't you?
Sean? Your friend, Sean? He came here?
Yeah.
When?
He's been outside until just now. Even when you just told me you weren't home and you were out doing the shopping. He confirmed for me that you were in the house, and then I sent him home.
What do you mean?
You've had another guy over there ever since I was admitted to the hospital.
Ian, it's not what you think. I'm not cheating on you. He's just a friend. I just wanted to do some redecorating before you got back from the hospital. We just wanted to surprise you. And today was the first day that he came. You've got to believe me. The only man I'd have in my house for the night is you.
Hashtag an awesome Saturday.
Huh?
I did a search for it. Saturday is the same day I was taken to the hospital, wasn't it? You posted a picture of you and another man toasting wine glasses in our bed, didn't you?
You saw that? You don't use social media.
Yeah, I don't. But almost everyone I know does. Looking back through all the pictures on that account of yours, there's a lot of you and him. Saturday's not the first day you met him, was it? Valerie, let's talk about this when I get back. And send that guy home. I don't want him there when I get there.
I'm not at the house.
What?
You thought I was cheating on you, didn't you? I'm not going to live with you if you're not going to trust me. That friend of mine said he'd let me stay with him.
Come on now. What the heck are you talking about? Are you telling me you're going to live with the guy you're cheating on me with?
I told you I'm not cheating. I was lonely because you weren't there, so I invited a friend over and we had some drinks together. That's all. And don't blame this on me. All this happened because of your appendix. You should have been taking better care of yourself.
What did you say? I was working every day and had to come home and do all the housework on top of that. Even if my appendicitis was somehow caused by stress, it still wouldn't be all my fault.
Huh? Are you saying this is my fault then? If you wanted someone to do the housework for you so badly, you should have hired a maid. 'Cause you know there's no way I'm ever going to do it.
Yeah, I know. I feel bad for your dad, but I can't take this anymore.
What? Why would you even mention my dad? Oh, now that you mention it, is it because your company is subcontracted by my dad's company? Don't tell me you were hoping to become the manager of his business someday. Were you? Sucks to be you. He'd never promote you and make you manager if you're prone to getting sick and taking time off work like this.
I can't believe you. You're horrible.
Me? I think you need to think again. You're the one who won't even trust his own wife while he's gone. I'm sending you divorce papers tomorrow. You'd better sign them and hand them in. Goodbye. Hey! Why won't you answer your phone? This is really important.
Not for me. I submitted the divorce papers, and I already filed for my compensation money. Don't ever contact me again.
It's about the compensation money. Why does he have to pay it?
Because you don't have any of your own money.
He sold everything of mine. My car, my bags, my jewelry. Everything!
If he didn't have enough in the bank to pay me, how can you blame him?
Shut up! You're a thief! I want it all back, now! When the heck did you even meet up with him? It's because of you that he kicked me out of his house! He's pissed that he has to pay you so much money. Meeting up in secret with him to collect the compensation money from him? How dare you!
I never met up with him.
What?
Your father spoke to him on my behalf.
Huh? My dad did?
That guy you were cheating on me with works at your dad's company, doesn't he? Wait, you said you're not cheating. I mean your friend.
I don't understand what's going on here. Why would my dad take your side and help you get compensation money from him in our divorce? You work for my dad.
You've got that all wrong.
What?
You must have been under the wrong impression this whole time. Your dad's company is a subcontractor for my company.
Huh? What are you talking about? Every time I've seen you speak to my dad, you've been so polite and respectful. Almost as if you were talking to your CEO or something.
Of course. Your dad never told you the story, so I didn't want to tell you either. I was working for your dad's company doing part-time work while I was in college.
You were? This is the first I've heard of this.
Yeah, it was kinda like an internship. Honestly, I wanted to work there when I graduated. But your dad looked at me and said that I could do so much better than his company. So, he got me an interview at a much bigger company than his. It was all because of your dad that I got to where I am today. He even introduced me to you. That's why he felt bad for what you did to me and helped me get my compensation money from you and your boyfriend. I think he's going to demote or even fire that other guy. Turns out he hasn't been performing well for a while.
Wait, what? Are you saying your company is bigger than my dad's? It makes more money?
If you want to put it that way, yes.
I didn't know that. Why wouldn't you have told me that before? If you would have told me that, I wouldn't have been trying to meet other men.
Are you saying you were just looking for a guy with more money? Wait, don't answer that. I don't even care. You're not my wife anymore.
Ian, don't be so cold. We just got divorced. Why are you suddenly being so mean to me? Whatever, I don't care either. I know other guys out there who are more suitable than you.
Yeah, about that. Are you talking about Blake Doubleday?
What?
Or even Ferrari Guy 26 at ManhattanLife.com?
How did you?
They're both me. Sean told me you were using social media to find guys, so I made some fake accounts. I figured you were using Twitter to meet people. When I started pretending to be a young, rich guy and would DM you, you'd respond right away. Your favorite line to use is, "I'm a married woman, but a lot of people mistake me for a high school student." You use that line way too much.
But this can't be happening. You tricked me? I hate you.
I figured if we had to take our divorce to court, it'd be nice to have some extra evidence to prove my case. Luckily, it never came to that, so it doesn't matter now. So, like I said before, don't contact me ever again.
Wait,
What is it now?
Ian. I was just thinking. I apologize for what I did, so... Do you think it'd be okay if I just stayed at your place for a little while? I have no other place to go.
Why don't you go back to your parents?
No way! My dad knows all about what I did. He's gonna be pissed with me.
I don't care. It's your own fault.
From now on, I promise I'll help out with the housework. Won't you give me another chance? Please?
No way.
Are you saying you want your wife to freeze to death outside with no place to sleep?
You mean ex-wife. If you ever have a medical emergency, I suggest you just call 911. I had to do it once not long ago, if you recall.
Ian, please. Let's just talk about this. I'll send you the address of where I am. I need you to come and pick me up.
Sorry, I just can't help you. Because I'm really hungover from last night. Lol. After that, Valerie used her social media to try to find a place to stay. But when she posted her current location online looking for others in her area, her father saw where she was, drove down to get her, and dragged her back to his house. I guess he had started keeping tabs on her social media accounts. Valerie's parents contacted me later and asked if they should force their daughter to come over and apologize to me. But seeing as she had cheated on me with random guys she found online, I couldn't stand the thought of seeing her again. So I declined their offer. Since Valerie was living with her parents again, and her dad didn't want her just staying at home, leeching off of them, I heard that Valerie's dad sent her to work at one of his company's factories. It must be truly hell for her. She's doing manual labor every single day now. It's got to be far more difficult than any of the housework that she always refused to do when she was with me. Obviously, I'm not holding any of this against her father, and I still respect him for everything he's done for me. In fact, we even reached a new agreement that I think will be very beneficial for me. He's agreed to make sure that his daughter stays far away from me so that I never have to see her again.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please press the like button. See you next time.